Sri V Swamy.
Thank you very much, Chairman Sir, for having given me this opportunity. Mine is an expression
That's what I said.
of anguish and
Unless
not
they come
a
today, they
speech.
cannot speak. I already said.
As many others spoke for different reasons, many others have spoken for different reasons. I am saddened at the presidential address that did not find mention on some of the welcome pronouncements made by the new government. There was a repeated mention of the name of Mahatma Gandhi in programs dear to his heart like Swachh Bharat, Sansad Adarsh Grama Yojana, and strikingly the idea of minimum government and maximum governance. Having been involved with Gandhiji's Quit India movement as a member of Vanar Sena at the age of 12, I was stunned to observe the sacrifices made by tribal leaders in courting arrests, getting their properties confiscated, and facing bullets. And one of them, Sahid Lakshan Nayak, was sent to gallows in my native district of undivided Koraput. To my innocent query as a child of their sacrifices without ever seeing Mahatma Gandhi, the tribal's simple answer was, Gandhiji's call is for establishment of Gram Swaraj, by which we'll get back our jungle, Jameen, Jal from Rajas and Jamindars and their hirelings. The first ever step towards achieving this dream of ours is by throwing away the Britishers from our motherland who protect and abet the crimes by the Britishers. Chairman Sir, my childhood aspiration of tribals amidst whom I was brought up remained forever the ideal for one should work and if necessary die for. The government's shift from this ideal of increasingly empowering rural communities to evolve into what he called village republics with resources and power to govern themselves, to be masters of their own destiny, to have been made to get a transfer to the state control as a conduit to benefit the corporate and the rich. That is my agony, sir. The slogan of minimum government and maximum governance, which meant true to Gandhian ideals, is the transfer of ownership of the resources, power to control and manage their own communities. This self-governance by Panchayat Raj institution should have been given priority to transform into units of governance spread throughout the country and increasing maximum governance. In due reverence to the father of the nation of the country, over years, the rural communities have been nurtured into units of self-governance endowed with the necessary power under the 73rd and 74th Constitution. amendment. Not even a mention of Panchayat Raj or the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment are mentioned in presidential address. Today also I found, to my horror, nothing has been said about Panchayat, and now another new program comes into my horror. I have spent 60 years with these tribals whose ideals of Gram Swaraj were there, which was repeated by the government. Today, when they talk about clusters of villages, which are these clusters? Could they be different from what the Panchayat Raj institutions are? Every time you undermine local self-governance, that is my agony, sir. In my it is my expectation. I liked Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister's declaration on 15th August, when he said that the MPs will be given to choose one village to convert into what he called Adarsh Gram. I wrote to him, and fortunately I got a very good response from government. I wrote to him, sir, I am with you when you talk about Gram Swaraj and Gandhian ideal. Village doesn't exist anymore. It is the Panchayat. If you want to do any work, it is the village Panchayat or Gram Panchayat should be unit of development and not village. It will be inconsistent with the 73rd and 74th amendment. And immediately, Mr. Gadkari was that time Minister of Rural Development. He acknowledged my letter to Prime Minister and changed it into Panchayat Adarsh Panchayat Gram. Previously it was Adarsh Gram. I am sure, I have tried to feel the pulse, even though he talks about other big things which are of relevance for me when I work with the tribals and all that. But one thing I believe, he will change, and I would expect Narendra Modi ji will certainly make course correction to include whatever changes is necessary to be consistent with what promises he have made to persons like me. Whether somebody talks of Gram Swaraj or Gandhi, with whom I have not spent but his great followers, Bhave, Jai Prakash Maran and the gang of them, I have worked with them. It means some meaning to me. It is not just a law propagation of some slogans. And therefore, I would appeal through you, sir. You have been kind enough to give me time, even though I have not listed early. Therefore, I would certainly expect government to come back and see that there is already decentralized form of government. What is that? What type of powers they have? Instead of two governments, state and center, a third government has come. That time when we were working for this Panchayat Raj, when 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment came, and more importantly, PESA Act got in, we were dancing with the tribal, telling that now we have got the power. Then we were telling, sir, Amagare Ame Sarkar, Pai Jaisu Yei Adhikar. We are the masters in our village. We have got this authority from the Constitution. We were dancing. What is it today? When you talk of 15 cluster of 10 or 15 villages, you want to go and allow the bloody petty officer to dictate to them, this is a new scheme. That type of imposition, let it not be done. I am sure with whatever initial response I got from Narendra ji, and then also from the ministry, Rural Development Ministry, I hope there will be course correction. And today I have taken up one village for others, One village, one panchayat I have already selected. And the movement, I talked about Gandhi, not about Adarsh Gram, new program. I talked about Gandhi. You know what was the response to that? The initiation, when the program was launched, sir, I think you are allowing me to talk for a minute or two more.
Take 1 or 2 minutes more.
No.
2 minutes more. 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more.
True to Adarsh Gram on the lines of Gandhi's ideals, when I talk to them, it is 7 villages are there in Kuliabanda Panchayat of Navapada, which is part of your Kalahandi district. Previously Kalahandi district. You know what was the response? I wish that our government means Panchayat Raj department, or rural development, should that was fully picturized. What was the response of the people? I talked about others, Panchayat, but I was talking the language of Gandhi. Every household, women came out, 5,000 women, and every house, in front of every house, there are colossus were there. Now we will march towards Gandhian ideal of Panchayat Raj, and our Gram Panchayat will be the first in the country. That type of a thing was there. And they have collected, without my telling them, not going to the collector to beg or to ask the MP to make a grant. What they have done? They have collected 24,000 rupees to Ina for the inauguration day. 4 people. That is the enthusiasm which has been generated when the language of Prime Minister Modi is translated in the language of Mahatma Gandhi. Let them not be frustrated by your undermining, by the manner in which today cluster of villages, that type of schemes, please don't. If you want to honor somebody, some of the leaders, I also honor Deen Dayal. And in fact, I was searching for an opportunity to meet him. Let us not, because we want some other names, don't undermine the very fundamental principles of the Gandhian ideals are understood.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Swamy. Sri